Hey guys, it's Chloe. If you're new here, welcome to the softest, sunniest, most heart-fluttery corner of the internet. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment so I know you're here, because these stories only feel real when I know you felt them with me. This is the day Everett came looking for his jacket and found something he wasn't even looking for. So grab the biggest iced coffee you can find, curl up with your coziest blanket, and let me tell you every single detail of the afternoon that still makes me smile like an idiot every time I think about it. It started a few days ago. In the hallway, I was rushing out the door with my arms full of grocery bags, trying not to drop the oranges that were rolling around like they had a personal vendetta against me, when I literally bumped into Everett coming the other way. He studied me with one hand on my arm, took the heaviest bag with the other, and walked me all the way to my door like it was the most natural thing in the world. We talked the whole way about nothing and everything, the weird noise the elevator's been making, how Kevin the Monstera dropped a leaf in protest when I moved him to get more light, the new coffee place that opened downstairs, how he'd just finished a book I'd recommended months ago, and loved it. By the time we got to my apartment, the conversation was easy, warm, lingering. He handed back the bag, our fingers brushed, and stayed for half a second longer than necessary. We both pretended we didn't notice the little spark, and he said goodnight with that slow smile that makes my stomach flip. I didn't realize until the next morning that he'd left his jacket draped over the back of my entry table chair. Soft black leather, still warm from his body when I picked it up to hang it properly. It smelled like him. Woody cologne, mixed with something clean and warm and completely addictive. I meant to text him right away, I really did. But every time I opened the message, I typed something cute and then deleted it because it felt too forward. I told myself I'd give it back the next time I saw him in the hallway. Secretly, I liked having it in my apartment, liked the little reminder of him hanging right by my door, liked draping it over my shoulders when I was cold and pretending it was his arms. Days passed. I wore it around the apartment more than I'd admit. I caught Kevin staring at it like he was jealous. Then, one quiet Thursday afternoon, right around 3:46 p.m., there's a soft knock. I open the door, and there's Everett, soft navy Henley today, sleeves pushed up, you know the drill, dark jeans, hair a little messy, like he's been running his hands through it, green eyes doing that warm, crinkly thing that makes my brain short-circuit. "Hey," he says, voice low and kind of adorably sheepish. "Random question, have you seen my black leather jacket? I think I left it somewhere the other day, and I have looked everywhere." I smile, cheeks already warm. "Funny you should ask. Come in." He steps inside, closes the door softly behind him, and the apartment instantly feels smaller, warmer, like the fairy lights just turned themselves up a notch, and Kevin the plant just gave a tiny approving sway from the living room. I lead him to the entry table where the jacket is still hanging. Yes, I left it there on purpose, okay? And hand it to him. "Here, safe and sound." He takes it, fingers brushing mine again. This time, neither of us pretends it's accidental, and slips it on slow, like he's in no rush to leave. "Thank you," he says, voice softer now. I was starting to think I'd lost it for good. I lean against the wall, arms crossed, trying to play it cool. "I was going to bring it back. Eventually," he smiles. Slow, soft, the kind that reaches his eyes first. "Eventually, maybe I liked having a little piece of you in my apartment," I admit, the words coming out before I can overthink them. The air goes perfectly still. He steps closer, just one step, but it feels like the whole world shifts. I liked knowing it was here, he says, voice low. Gave me an excuse to come knock. My heart does that thing where it forgets how to beat normally. The hallway is quiet, just us, the soft glow from my fairy lights, Kevin the plant watching from the living room like he's invested. He reaches out, slow and careful, and brushes a loose strand of hair from my face. I've been looking for excuses to knock for weeks, he whispers. I look up at him. You don't need excuses anymore. And then he kisses me. Slow at first, tentative, perfect, like we're both making sure this is really happening. Then deeper, warmer, like every hallway, glance and almost touch finally gets its moment. My back hits the wall gently, his jacket, now fully on, brushing my arms, his hands finding my waist like they belong there. It's not rushed, it's not frantic, it's quiet and perfect, and everything I've been imagining since the day he moved in, when we finally pull apart, foreheads resting together, breathing the same air. He smiles against my lips. I think I'm going to need another excuse to come back tomorrow, he murmurs. I laugh, breathless. The jacket's yours now, but you can come borrow it anytime. Chloe winks at the camera, phone propped on the entry table where it's been recording since the knock, red light still glowing, hoodie slipped softly off and shoulder, fairy lights painting everything warm and golden, the black leather jacket now draped over my chair like it knows it's home. And that's the full, longer, heart-exploding, lost jacket return, hallway linger, all afternoon into forever story of how Have You Seen My Jacket became the sweetest, coziest, best little find of my entire life. Some things aren't lost. They're just waiting for the right person to bring them back. And stay. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment the moment that got you the most. And if you're new here, stick around because this story is only getting started. Chloe's dangerous desires didn't just remember the jacket. They decided it looks better in my apartment anyway.